Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? It's another F-Base weekend with your favorite two people over here. We got Crypto Mikkel, myself, Nemesis. What's going on, all you happy hashers? I see we got Jason the Tiger Osborne dropping those FOs right off the bat. That's awesome. We can always count on him to be first, majority of the time. We got Sadie. We got Nerd. What up, Nerd? What up, Wheeling Crypto? It's like, I need some help. I'm building a 72 volt 20S 20P 21700 cell battery for an e-bike. Has anyone here any expertise with the Bailey Smart BMS and soldering it correctly? I myself, no. I've seen some of the e-bike setups, but I have never played with one. The only person that I've seen like play with one live was Lewis Rothman. He's got a YouTube channel too. And you can thank that man for putting up a big fight to being the proponent for right to repair, guys. So if you guys ain't following him, that he's like one of the big fighters for us to be able to repair our own stuff here in the United States. But I know that he's done some of that stuff. I watched some of that stuff that he's done live. It didn't look like it was super hard. It's just understanding the polarities of everything. Or is anyone here that... Yeah, I've never done it, my man. Never. I have zero experience with that one. So what's going on, Mikkel? What's up? What's up? Or did you end up walking away? He might have stepped away for a moment. He might be doing daddy duty. So hopefully everybody's having a great day. It's like RPM Discord scooters. Maybe he can sign that crypto, and the Red Panda Mining Discord does scooters. Maybe he can advise. That's a good potential there too. Good one. Good looking out, Tech Man. Good looking out. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Get that back up here, and if you guys, I know that, for a vast majority of things when it comes down to GPU mining, right? It's like the profitability, unless your power rate's real good, you're just mining it for crypto. You're not mining it for any real some resemblance of what they would call profitability. 54 cents on a 4090 of profitability. I mean, granted, profitability is all on the eye of the beholder. It's like, are you trying to get a particular coin? It's like, and know that a lot of these coins that you see as profitable, if you've noticed that a lot of those coins all of a sudden took a duff in profitability at a certain point. And you can basically chalk that up to as you're competing with FPGAs. So that really kind of hurts when you've got hardware that can definitely outcompete you hand over fist. And a lot of these coins that you guys are looking at for your profitability, Ironfish, Pyron, Graham. A lot of these coins, they are They are FPGA coins, guys. So kind of do your due diligence, knowing that as you start walking down the coin list, you're also getting less of that sweet fizzy Bitcoin. Because I don't know about you, I mine shits for bits. So I'm all about trying to get more of that sweet fizzy at Bitcoin. Like, what are you all talking about? I like switch screens here, pulling up some other stuff. What up, Retro Mike Tech? He's like, here for the spiciness. Nice. Oh, we got Retro Mike sending Tech Man something cool. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. But as it's like I was saying, like as profitability, you're competing with a lot of these FPGAs out there, which is definitely giving all of us a diminishing return, because there's only so many coins that are profitable out there, guys. And every mining community out there is looking at that, going, okay, this is profitable. Do we make something for it or not? It's like, don't think that any one particular coin is, unless that the developers are willing to do algo hopping, where they're like, oh, we're no longer using that algorithm more because we're trying to get rid of ASICs and FPGAs off the network. So you're not going to see too many coins out there really care if FPGAs and ASICs are on their network. Why? Because it gives them a higher level of security at a more efficient cost. Because you're basically, Bitcoin is priced in because you're paying for the security. All these other coins are realizing that same method has to be what's implemented on their coins. If they want to have security, they need to have more efficient hash rate. And as much as a lot of these places, a lot of these people are like, oh, we want to cater to the GPU community. We want to, they're a grassroots group of people that really help start the coins off. At the same time, you're leaving a lot on the table unless you can figure out a way of how to make an ecosystem that used to be as robust as Ethereum's was, where ASICs and GPUs could mine together, and neither one of them were ever competing with the same blocks. It was not efficient for all these Ethereum ASICs back in the day to hit every nonce. They were hitting particular nonces that were more efficient for the miner, and which never competed with the GPUs. It was really kind of an interesting, like, I doubt that was on purpose. That had to be a byproduct of just certain circumstances that had arisen at those times. Because like I had talked to a few people that were tracking the nonces on Ethereum and learning how to spot new ASICs being developed in the nonce, because you'll see, like, just like banding, it's hard to tell on Bitcoin these days because of how many bands that are in the nonces that are being used on the Bitcoin network. You cannot track it like that. You could back in the earlier days, but because of the complete domination of the ASICs, you can't tell. They're all competing with each other on all blocks. And when it comes down to like things that had GPUs and ASICs that were kind of on the same mineable coin, but kind of living separately, you can see when new development, a new GPU development came out, you would see the heavier banding with the GPUs. You would see the heavier banding with GPUs. You can even see the FPGAs coming on board, and you could see one that transitioned into ASIC development. And right now, where I'm kind of going with all of this is that with all of these coins kind of being dominated with higher and higher hash rate, it's starting to muscle out some of the GPU community a little bit. And the GPU community is being robust enough to stay on board, mining away, which is pretty cool. Horrible for profitability, but cool in a sense is that the community is still hashing on. But we all have to start looking at more efficient hardware ourselves. And for myself, I've been mining a lot on CPU, and seeing something like the 7800 X3D Zen 4 CPU drops down to like 345 kind of makes me go, ooh, we're going to start seeing some of the 7000 series Ryzen 9s dropping in price, which makes it more affordable for us to be able to scoop up some of those goodiness to do some CPU mining efficiently. I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing a ton of CPU mining. I mean, like pretty much everything any AMD chiplet I got is mining away. I don't know about you guys. FA in the chat if you guys are like hardcore CPU mining right now. I've got a few GPUs rolling, but I really have turned off the bigger bulk of them right now, just because, I mean, with the coins that I can mine, you know, I've got a 3090 is my top tier GPU, right? And a 3090, let's see here, is making less than my 3080 Ti. So my 3080 Ti makes about 21 cents worth of Bitcoin a day. And that's kind of how I look at it. It's 21 cents worth of that sweet Bitcoin a day. Let's see here. Where's the 3090 at? Where is my 3090? There's the Ti. If you had a 3090 Ti, you can make 9 cents a day of that Bitcoin. That is horrible. 3090 is not too. There you go. 3090. If you were at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, you can make about 5 cents worth of Bitcoin per day on a 3090. So for me, it's like, yeah, I could be pulling in that extra amount of, you know, that 5 cents worth of Bitcoin a day, right? And the majority of what I'm mining, I have to either sell the coin that I'm mining, or I'm paying for it out of pocket. If I'm paying for it out of pocket and I'm mining at full tilt, that's like $1,000 a month. Easy. And for what, a couple, maybe $100 worth of Bitcoin extra, maybe, not even. I think I'd be at the rate that I'm going, I would be lucky to see like $50 worth of Bitcoin extra for spending $1,000. The return's got to be a little bit more hefty for me to want to put the wear and tear on all of my equipment, have to be replacing out my Delta fans and stuff like that, because like mining beats up Delta fans. They go out. I already know I've got like 2 or 3 of them that are out, and I'm like, if I'm not running them, I don't need to replace them right off the bat. I've labeled which ones are, you know, which ones need to be looked at. It's fine by me, but it's not worth sitting there and, for at least me right now, to be mining with all my heavier equipment. So I saved the cooling bill, which I'm not running. I'm not having to run my fans anything more than just cooling down my house, and so I'm saving a lot of money by not having all the cooling infrastructure in, because like each one of my cases have Delta fans in there, so that 5 cents is being eaten up by a fan. I got 4 fans per case, so it takes, what, six or seven GPUs to offset the fans, and then I've got a GPU or two on the rig, and it's got to offset the fans that are blowing the hot air out of the room. It's like by the time you're done at the end of the day, it's more of a break-even situation for me, and I'd rather just, if I'm going to be breaking even, I would rather just buy the Bitcoin and actually have more Bitcoin at the end of the month versus spending it all on electricity. So that's where you've got to kind of make your understanding. It's like, yeah, you're mining, yes, you're getting coin, but you're spending a bunch of cash on electricity. And could you take that same money, buy the Bitcoin, and not put any wear and tear on your equipment? I'm down with that. There was already been like a month or two where like I made less than what I paid out in electricity. That's not worth it. You can only do that for like a little while. Like, nice retro. I want more 7900 non-X's. Yeah. And seeing that the 7800 X3D is dropping in price, which means that the 7800 non-X should be dropping in price too. I mean, they're all kind of been slowly dropping in price. All of them. They're not going to do it like very quickly, and the reason being on that is they're going to drop it a little bit and see who's going to bite. And if not enough people bite, they drop it down until that point where they see an uptick in customer count in that product line, and they'll hold it there for a little while. So you're just basically waiting for the people who are impatient for the price drops. But there'll be a point where a bunch of people are going to grab them. I mean, like the 7900X or the 7900 non-X started off list price at $429. It's like we should start seeing some of these prices really starting to drop off. I don't mind grabbing like the 7950X. You're basically getting a binned 7900X at that point. I mean, considering that also a 7900X is a binned 7900. It's got a lot of the same performance on there. There are subtle differences just to kind of allow them to go a little further because their temperature threshold was better with the temperature with where they wanted the wattage draw. So they allowed the L2 and L3 cache to be a little bit better on the the X variant versus the X3D. Got a little bit of a bigger L2, L3 cache on there. I haven't played with these enough to see anybody play with them or grabbed one myself to do some of the testing if that L2, L3 cache actually will be a benefit for CPU mining. But when these come down into a better price range, I might grab one. And seeing that the 7800 X3D is coming down in price, which, I think for me a good value on that chipset would be like $200. So they're getting there. They're getting there. And is Mikkel back yet? Hello? He like started everything up. He's like, let's go. And then took off. I wanted to talk to Mikkel about that BC 250. See how that's been rolling for him, but can't get any updates when he's not here. And there's not too much like hardware that's been coming out that's not being more of a refresh, which is kind of irritating. That there's like nothing really new coming out that's like within just the regular hardware nor mining community. There's really not, everything has been just really lackluster coming out. We've had a couple of new monitors coming out, some refreshes on some GPUs and stuff, and then the whole Asus controversy. And I really hope that Asus like really kind of steps back at a certain point and realizes that they've got an internal issue if there's a policy and it's not being followed properly and it's on them, that they're trying to blame the customers for confusion with how their RMA process has been working, and it's been directed towards their the Asus handheld gaming device, where people have sent in their stuff to have like a joystick that was drifting and it's under warranty, right? And they see a little cosmetic damage, that like a scratch on the case, and they deny warranty, customer induced damage, and try to charge them $200, $300. It's like a way for Asus to try to milk the customer for $200 to $300 because their joysticks are garbage and they got a lot of drift, so they're having a lot of people warranting those out, and they're trying to just basically get a little bit of cash out of the customer to be able to pay for everything. And it just kind of seems like shady business practices, and then their response is to blame the customer, that the customer's not understanding the information that was being sent to them, that they had both the paid aspect to have everything, all the blemishes fixed, and then the free aspect, which would be covered under warranty. And this is not what was being sent out. Gamers Nexus actually did a whole warranty thing on this and found out firsthand their whole RMA process on warrantying out their handheld device. And it makes you wonder, it's like, okay, how many other times is Asus denying people on other products in a similar way? It just makes you question what they're doing. I'm kind of sitting back a little bit before I cast any shade on them, and I hope that they can pull the CEOs can do a deep dive and pull their heads out of their asses and rectify this. They've done this before, like a year ago, and here we are again with them doing like some really kind of questionable RMA practices. Their Asus's RMA practices are starting to make Gigabyte look like the gold standard, and Gigabyte's not one of the best ones to deal with at this point, but they at least will honor a warranty without making it a big ordeal and threatening to send back product potentially not reassembled. It's like, wow. So makes you wonder if you want to like really support them. But again, I don't want to cast shade just quite so quickly. I mean, it's been a little while since they've done it. It's been a year since they've been in this controversy before.
Well, sorry. I guess
It,
we had a emergency.
ugh,
My daughter walked in. I was like, let's go. And my daughter walked in. I don't know if you heard it.
no.
I muted it pretty quickly, but she came in and she goes, I need help. And I was like, what's up? And she goes, there's a lot of blood. And I was like, well, what happened? I was like, who was it? And then it was like her. She cut her foot open and she was like bleeding like all over the
Oh,
floor. And I was like,
she's all being calm and casual about it. Rock on.
and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna clean out the wound and
Right.
dress it and take care of it. Yeah, it was.
That would
I was
make
like
sense of
trying
why
to
you
put
just
the
kind
little
of
one to
disappeared
bed.
so quickly.
I was like trying to put the little one to bed at the same time, and I was like, ah.
I know, Gundy, right? Bring back the EVGA gold standard warranty practices.
Never.
I mean,
They will never do it.
since you can't do it anymore. If you were to try to warranty out a GPU from EVGA, you would get what they call cross docking. So basically, as soon as you initiate the RMA, they automatically just ship you a GPU. You ever notice, like, you get your GPU back like 5 times faster through them? RMA process done. You could sit
They
there.
usually don't wait.
Yeah, usually, like everybody else, they wait until they get the product back so they could test it. Where EVGA
Yo,
would
not a
just
problem,
send it
Joker.
out to you. So if you were a shady motherfucker, you could just keep the GPU.
They didn't send it out till there was
And then initiate.
confirmation that you sent.
You could send anything you wanted, babe.
Oh, that's true.
Like you could have screwed over EVGA any point in time. They really did their RMA process on the honor system. And it was like one of those unspoken things, like if you knew, you knew, and you didn't say shit because you didn't want people to like fuck that up. But yeah, you got Asus to hear. You know, it's like, did you hear all the controversy with Asus? With their RMA on their handhelds?
No, not on the handhelds. No.
So they're people are having issues with the Joy-Cons, like with like drifting, right?
Like floating.
Yeah. And so it's supposed to be warrantyable. Cool. Everybody's okay with this. That people are sending them in, and they're being denied their RMA for like the world's smallest scratch on the body.
And they're denying the RMA for the joystick because of that.
Yeah, and trying to tell the customer that they need to pay for the damage to the device, which would be about $200. They speak nothing of the RMA process, and that if you don't, you could potentially be receiving your device back in pieces. And Asus responds that it was a confusion on the customer's side. That they're looking into it to make it less confusing. And they were having problems with their RMA process on their motherboards. Almost like exactly a year ago, bro. It's like they learned nothing from their last RMA fiasco. Like, man, it's hard to find a brand that you can stand behind and go, man, I love this brand. Like, make EVGA great again. Oh, Joker got a power supply for his FPGA off of eBay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
you got
snap.
the obelisk power supply. It's got a power switch on it. It's more than capable. And
Nice.
it's not that loud. Especially, it will never be underneath full load. So
I don't even want to use those other
perfectly.
power supplies that I've got, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, they're so loud. Those are those fucking
Yeah.
screamers, dude. Like,
The
oh my,
2400 watts. Yeah, the
yeah.
2400 watt ones they're loud, man.
Oh my god. I plugged one.
Yeah,
I was like, what
I
the
have two
fuck is
cases
that?
that have those. Actually, I think I have 3 cases that have those, and that's probably the loudest part of the case. Is
Yep.
that power supply fan?
Yep. And I'm been trying to find something that I can put into its place that's not so loud.
I mean, they're great power supplies, though.
Oh yeah.
They're
If
great,
you don't
but
if you
they
don't
are.
live next to them. As soon as you live
Yeah,
next to
they
them, you're
are.
like, oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah, they're a little loud, especially when they're under load too. As soon as they go under it's like 60% load, I think is
Bro,
what it is. They
no.
start.
Oh no. I found out like I'm not even loading those things. So they've got 2 tones to them. It's a nice day and it's a little warm out.
It's a little warm out.
Oh yeah, when it's a little warm out, yeah, I can hear it in my bedroom. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, these fans are, no, I gotta find a different power supply for these.
I gotta find something else.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, and I'm all good with them being off anyway. I'm like, I ain't making any freaking anything off them anyway. I'm like, barely break even, so it's like, after paying for the cooling solution on them and stuff, it's like, yeah, they don't make shit. Doesn't mean I'm not mining. I'm just only mining on I'm mining mostly on CPU. I have a couple of GPUs still rolling. There's 4 rolling still.
For GPUs, huh? What GPUs you run?
I have a old school 1070 Ti from EVGA, and I have 3 1080 Ti's rolling because they were like the lowest power combo that I can bring and put it into a computer and brought that to work.
Oh, so those are in the work computer.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then everything else at the house is like, it's just CPU mining. I find that it was just because of the cooling solution and like every coin you can mine right now, you're competing directly with FPGAs.
Depends on what you're mining.
Well, if you're trying to mine for like, maximum profitability for, to maximize your Bitcoin intake, right? Those are all FPGA coins.
FPGAs are in kind of a yield per hash category right now on a lot of the coins. They're not like doing super profitable across the board, but they're definitely at a higher yield per hash
right
now. These do be facts.
And a lot of those FPGA farm people, they're selling into Bitcoin on the regular too. So it's putting a lot of downward pressure on a lot of these altcoins that would be otherwise, I think, would be
There is
okay
no
for us for right
FPGA
now.
farm on Radiant or Alphium.
Yeah.
It's not a thing.
No.
Don't hop on that train.
No.
Don't be that guy.
I don't think that. But I do think that, you know, I'm not going to be stupid enough to say that you're not competing with them at the same, not a full farm, but you're still competing
Not on the same level. But
right. But you're still competing with FPGAs on those algorithms. It just depends on where the big boys are actually parking themselves is to be determined, you know.
Yeah.
But when you see, like, you know, Ironfish and
Ironfish forked. So
Oh, they did?
They are no longer touched by FPGAs.
Oh, that's probably why they popped up a little bit. Okay, so they've stopped seeing so much downward pressure on them. Good.
Mikhail tells me there's a massive. No, I'm not. I'm not telling you that, Richard Mike. With that shiz. You and Panda, man. Panda's finally stopped saying it. But man. I was tired of hearing about it. I love it to death, but I was tired of hearing about it.
What, the big giant farms?
FPGA farm.
Yeah.
A giant FPGA farm. They're just not enough chips
out
to
there.
Have that amount of density.
I mean, it depends on what you would consider a big farm. You know,
you would have to have like every FPGA chip in existence, and that's just not physically possible.
I think the biggest, what I would consider an FPGA farm, the biggest one that I've seen, the person probably had about maybe 100 FPGAs in the room. I think that's the
How
biggest.
long ago was that?
Oh God, that was a while back.
Oh yeah, so he's probably lost about 30 to 40% of those over degradation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like definitely, that's.
But yeah. I mean, like to sit there and say that there could be still some people out there that are chugging around 100 to 200 FPGAs. You know, I
mean,
and you're probably going to look at maybe
there is
like
a farm with quite a few.
But I don't see them just being like thousands, maybe a couple hundred at the most, 200.
I know.
But
if you're not running like black miners, which you're not, or super scalers or ospreys, you're not running it like a huge scale. It's just too much. I mean, you know what it's like to run a few.
Yeah.
They're a
pain in the ass to really keep going, really.
Yep. That, and when you start adding into the 10s, 20s, 30s, you know, that's 30 different keys you have to deal with. You have to program each one. You're only going to have a few on each system because you're going to run into limitations. It's a headache.
Oh yeah,
it's a headache and it's hard to deal with. So like now we got like ospreys and things like that, and it makes it a whole lot easier to run a farm of them because they're much more manageable.
But they're still not.
So we're in a different world than what we were a few years back.
Right.
For sure. Retro Mike, dude, I saw a video on YouTube the other day of a Baikal ASIC. It was a brand new video. They were talking about it, and of course it's not a brand new machine. It's the old machine. But yeah, I was just like surprised.
I mean, what do you think about all those people that are like I'm sure there's a farm out there for like the ice rivers.
Well, yeah,
I'm sure they had
Ice River themselves has a farm. They have a hosting facility.
Well, I'm saying like there's like one major like holder of their like of all their machines.
Them.
Oh, it'd be them still.
It's gonna be them because a lot of farms won't take their machines anymore. Just because they're tired of the issues.
Well, I'm saying, really,
Yep.
even from the beginning, I always
I
think,
mean, like at first, like
yeah,
we had a bunch at our farm at first. We've slowly been getting rid of them. Like we've been telling some of our customers we stopped taking them, and we won't take more. We're completely done with them, and it sucks. But the hardware sucks. I mean, it's just is what it is. Failure
oh
rate's
yeah,
way too high. You can't now. You can a little bit easier that they've opened up like people to take classes on how to repair them.
right.
So now that kind of opens up a third party repair center, but like you couldn't get them repaired. You couldn't, like, the warranty was trash.
Yep.
They were overheating. Like they were just terrible.
Oh,
Terrible
you
machines.
plugged them in. Warranty's over. It's like those car dealerships. Hey, the warranty stops when you make a right turn, right off the lot.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man.
Techman's like, did you guys see his Ice River KS0 fans? No, I did not.
I saw the post on. I think it was Twitter. I think it was Twitter. And supposedly you can buy those G28s for like $120.
I haven't been on socials all day. I've been in the garden all day, trying to get my corns and stuff planted. I got more stuff to do tomorrow. Trying to make some time so I can go do a live stream on crypto and hot rods and get a video together for RN homesteading. It's like, so much going on. Look, I think the site is fake. Looked at it today. They have an unlimited quantity.
So you know which one I'm talking about? What a boomer.
It let me add 100 to his cart. Damn.
Oh, jeez.
What up, Chicago Brew?
It's all fake.
Welcome to the Matrix. Is this your first time? First time with your eyes open? Yeah, I know, right, Jason? Hashtag make GPU mining great again. So I wish. I really wish. We need something that
Yeah, it was the engine crypto with a K.
He's like, yep, that one. So how's your BC 250 doing?
Great.
Yeah.
250s. It's 12 of them.
Right.
Yep, doing pretty good. Warthog actually had a pretty good pump today. Pumped up to like 32 cents. Sold all the Warthog that I basically mined over the last month. because
Nice.
profits. Yeah,
Yeah, I
pretty
see.
interesting.
I see that those are, the just a single BC 250 is not doing horrible.
Nope. Also, the calculator is a liar.
Oh
So,
yeah.
one, the API is like broken for Warthog half the time.
Yeah.
It's hard to find one that works. Also, I dual mine with mine. I'm mining Ironfish and Warthog. So effectively, I'm making about $5 or so a day, roughly. I mean, then the price pumped today, so I sold all of that. But I've been mining Ironfish with like as well. I've been dual mining,
And
and I've just been
where are
using
you like
unmineable for that.
offloading that shit at?
ZX for Warthog. Yeah.
I've been holding
Okay,
off on
I didn't have to
utilizing Zeg.
KYC.
I've been holding off on ZegX, so
I have to this whole time. I'm like, oh, I don't want to use it, but I had to bite the bullet, and I did it today, and it was all right. It's not my favorite, that's for
right.
sure. I don't like that I have to verify my deposit wallet.
Yeah, I'm not.
Kind of stupid.
I that was one of the things that I heard about, and I'm just not a fan on
They
that.
ask you to KYC. They limit you to $5,000 a day if you don't KYC. But I'm not big balling and spending withdrawing 5K a day, so I think I'll be fine for now.
Right.
If I hit that moment in time where I have to spend or I have to KYC for 5K a day, I'm making a second account.
I mean, do they have
know what I
leverage trading in there or something?
They have a lot of DeFi and stuff like that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's why I like using fully decentralized exchanges if I'm going to be playing with the shitcoin market.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with the fact the Warthog pumped, and then as well, I've been mining unmineable for Ironfish, right? But I've been converting it to for Jupiter, while Coinbase just added Jupiter, the token, to the perpetual market, and the price like jumped up, and I was like, and there's another month's worth of selling, so now I'm up. So is a win.
I had a good laugh at what Serpent did though.
Oh, dude, Coochie Coin for the win, bro.
Bro,
And it's been like nothing. It's been like nothing but ups. Like no one's been selling it. People have just been buying it left and right. It's really funny.
I've been kind of just cracking up at it, dude. I'm
Oh,
like,
dude,
oh
it's
my
freaking
god, dude.
hilarious. The coup, man. The coup. Don't Yeah. Well, it's on their perpetual market, so not their main market. But I wouldn't be surprised if it gets added to Coinbase eventually. To be completely honest. Eventually. I wouldn't see it like anytime soon. But perpetual market's the first place they would list it before anything else. It's where they're more likely to, since it's a DeFi exchange. Like network token. But yeah.
And this is like one of the last projects that what's his name worked on.
What?
Because like I thought it was like it was with two other people that were working with this one too.
On what?
The coin that
The Coochie coin?
Yeah.
The Coochie
Yeah.
coin? No, the Coochie coin was just Serpent. Serpent created it. I just helped him fine tune and talk him through things. He did all the hard work. I did no hard work. It was moral support for him. Moral and verbal. But yeah, no, that was just him. Hellish Miner is creating Cats of Crypto, which was a coin that was being created by Overbore Tech,
That's what.
who's no
Okay,
longer with
okay,
us. Yeah.
okay. That's what
I
I
am
mixed them
on
up.
that team as well as an advisor, but that's it on that. Yep. But yeah, no one underestimate the power of the coup.
Right, right.
Gucci coin for the win, man. It's been wild watching that. It's kind of like go up today.
I saw that. I was just like, I fucking was dying. I'm like, fucking serpent. Oh, fucking dude, it's his own personal shitcoin.
Yep. Got the Gucci coin, man. He's got Gucci coin and Demo Cats. Those are both 2 projects he created. Gucci coin was his wife's creation that he just made into a SLP token or an SPL token on Solana. And guys, if you're ever making a token on Solana, do it yourself. Just promise me, do it yourself. Don't go to some website to create it, because I can promise you, you will spend double, if not almost triple the amount. Like they way overcharge you to create a token on all of these like Remix and other sites to just create the token for you, when it's all in CLI, and it's really not that difficult. You just got to pay attention. But yeah, I was like really shocked. I was like, oh yeah, we'll just go use this. And then like he looked at it and he was like, that's a lot. And then we kind of looked up how much it would roughly cost to build it all yourself, make the markets yourself, and it was significantly less. Like all these sites that create these freaking tokens to you or for you, or dude, they make a killing.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like fancy pickaxe. Like,
hey man,
I
just
was
remember
surprised.
during the gold rush back in the day, the only people that made the money were the people selling the shovels and the pickaxes.
Yeah, they definitely made a lot of money. That's for sure. Yeah, I was kind of surprised.
$2 to $1.
Oh shoot, Jupe went from $1.09 to $1.31. Yeah, it went up 31 cents, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're in lower numbers like that, you usually have a larger position. So that 31 cents adds up real fast.
Especially when you
That's for
purchased
sure.
it at, you know, 0.000000008 and you're like, yeah, let me get like $200 worth. And then it goes to $1. You're
I
like, I'm a
wish
fucking genius. Oh my god.
I got a lot. I got like 900 Jupe whenever from all the airdrops, and I sold a lot of it at a much lower price than what it is at these days. I only kept about 300 of it, but yeah, here we are. But I've had some pretty good luck with mining it, like on unminable, and like automatically swapping to it, because the market's so volatile and like it moves a lot. There are days where I make like double the amount that I would have the day before, and it 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 works out. You just kind of wait for the pump, and you dump. And pending transaction forever. Whenever went through, I disconnected the wallet. Only thing I could think to do. Yeah, for Jupiter, depends upon what you're doing. If you were buying Gucci coin, you had to raise your slippage up to 1. If you were using 0.5 slippage, your transaction would never go through.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Not enough liquidity in the market yet. That is the unfortunate facts of that. What happens when you build it yourself and you don't have like these meme coin investors that just dump a bunch of money into it.
Like Oval had a private Discord, came up to Cats of Crypto. Nice. That's cool.
Was swapping USDC to render. Huh, interesting. Could potentially still been the same thing. I usually always run a 1% slippage. Usually it'll yell at you. Like your slippage is too high. And usually I just say STFU and go about my business. No, that does not work. It's not like Ethereum. It'll just never go through. It'll just like physically won't populate on the blockchain. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I know Zadie had a private Discord. It was named Cats of Crypto and it grew from there. Now it became a coin. Yep. I think not this Sunday, but the same Sunday as Patreon. I was in limbo. Yeah. Usually if you just like do the transaction again when just change your slippage, that other transaction's never going to go through anyway. And it won't even register. So you can just do the next one and it'll just go. It don't even waste the gas half the time. I've noticed that it will sometimes, but it's like if you let it sit there too long. But if you force another one through quickly, it'll just air out. If not, never even responds. But yeah, Patreon Sunday, which is not this Sunday, but the Sunday following, is actually
snap.
when Cats of Crypto launches. So that same night, I will be like balancing Patreon and launching Cats of Crypto at the same time. I do have an airdrop that I am acquiring, and I'll probably give it away to some people in Patreon. So if you're in the Patreon, I will be giving away some of the Cats of Crypto tokens.
And the
So
person
I'm
that
not,
was
like,
wanting me
personally
to help, where do I find him?
He was actually messaging me earlier about that.
Yeah, I was like, where the hell
She
do
said that I didn't respond.
I'm like, where the hell do I find this guy? I'm like, I have no problem helping him. I'm all cool about that.
Got the coup. What?
But if you could send me the deets on him, that'd be awesome.
It's because he's not in our Discord. That's fine.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not sure where to look for him. I'm so.
He's in Pandas, Serpents. Brandon Coin, Gold Shell, Misfits, Rabid, Red Fox.
Let me please here.
I don't think I can. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I can like share. Can't share like a profile. He's also on Twitter, or officially X. That is no longer Twitter. Twitter.com is now dead. It is officially X. Can't use Helium Wallet for Solana NFTs. I mean, you shouldn't. It's not what the Helium Wallet's for. Technically, you can. I have NFTs in my Helium Wallet, but they're like garbage NFTs that were sent there to die. Yeah, he's also on X. If you would like to reach out to him there as well, that'd probably be the most easiest way. Send it to you in Discord so you have it.
All right, cool. I will reach out to him.
Does anybody use the D bridge on Solana? I haven't used it yet, but they got some interesting stuff going on there. You got D bridge, so you can bridge Solana to other protocols. But apparently, if you actually like swap tokens directly in the Phantom wallet, it'll actually you can like get tokens on different like networks. Like it'll bridge right into the wallet, which I thought was pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet, but pretty interesting.
Oh, he's a fan of that football team.
Yeah, they're still cool people.
We'll forgive him this time.
Yeah.
All right, I have reached out to him.
Yeah, I heard that guy was having issues.
Oh, the patient zero.
Yeah. He was having issues with some callbacks or something.
All right. Well, we are over that 1 hour marker.
These are facts.
Right. We're over that 1 hour marker. If you guys don't have any other comments or questions, certainly smash that lizard like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Drop some FAs in the Chizzy chat, guys. We need a sea of FAs in the chat. I'm just saying.
Redirect is set up.
Ooh. Like, how many watch hours left? I don't know. I can take a look real fast. Let's see here. Here. Let's see here. Well, to unlock, this is kind of weird. Like to unlock just the memberships, we need. Now that are like 1,500 watch hours for that. In order to get ad revenue, that one is 4,000 watch hours altogether, and it's still over 2,000 watch hours away.
Diggity dub.
They really did change over how everything's done.
Yep,
I'm so glad
it.
I'm so glad we made it in on the old system.
Yeah. Yeah, because you need 3,000 public watch hours.
Just for the membership, it's 3,000. You need 4,000 if you want to have ad revenue.
That's for shorts.
Didn't say shorts on there.
It says short feed ads.
Yeah, it's like I kind of read that as like the ads did, like your ad revenue, because they're short ads.
Yeah, no, those are just shorts. If you were already like monetized, then you were already grandfathered into that one as well.
Right.
Yeah, so technically there's only 1,276 watch hours left. Technically. No. Nope, it is tiered. It is tiered now.
Yeah, so I'm like
Continue to
looking at
grow,
this.
yeah.
It's like start your journey, and it's like memberships, super chats, and shopping is what it opens up in the first level.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I am reading this right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay.
Just buy the views, yeah. No, thank you. That goes across very badly, apparently.
Yeah.
According to Crybaby Twitter the other day. Back boss. They built a machine. They did build a machine. Those are facts. Except for he shows a lot of things that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I've been laughing it up. Yeah, it was quite the hoot, that's for sure. People are losing their ish. But for sure, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, that bell notification.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, for sure. So thank you everybody for being here. All that good stuff. Before we get up out of here, we're gonna do an announcement. You think we should do an announcement, Mikkel?
Yep.
You got enough time for that? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure it's okay with you.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I'm good.
To all you sexy motherfuckers, DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome. Was that pretty good?
Oh, it was pretty FA. Twice. Killed it.
Whoop. With that being said, thank you everybody for being here. Peace out. Stay savage. And may your watts be low and your hash be high. We'll see you on the next one. Yo.
Peace.